You're watching Let's Chat.
It's so great to have with me in the studio today Michelle Morris, founder of local health provider Scenic City Wellness, to talk all about their partnership with the city of Chattanooga and these great initiatives they're doing. Thank you so much for coming on, Michelle.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
I love it. So tell me, what is Scenic City Wellness and what inspired you to found this?
Scenic City Wellness is a primary care office located here in Chattanooga. We do management of acute and chronic illnesses as well as disease, but our main focus is prevention and education.
Good, that's very important.
Of course.
That's wonderful what you're doing. So tell me about this partnership with the city of Chattanooga and what you're offering.
So the city of Chattanooga, the Office of Community Health as well as Scenic City Wellness noticed that there's a need in certain areas in Chattanooga where there's barriers to access to good quality health care. And so we recognize those barriers and want to be committed and dedicated to providing quality access to health care to those underserved populations. And so we developed a program called Bridging the Gap, just as its name, to make sure that they can have access to quality health care without financial constraints.
So who's eligible and what services are offered?
So services offered are anything that's acute, from upper respiratory infections, UTIs, exacerbation of asthma, more chronic conditions or hypertension, diabetes, migraines, things of that nature. So any acute or chronic illnesses are welcome, as well as the only restraint is being in a certain area code. So we're trying to get those that are underserved. So we're trying to reach that population that either don't have insurance or, for lack of a better word, they have insurance but can't afford to go see a provider because of high deductibles or co-pays.
Right.
And so they just don't go anywhere.
That is great. Now we talk a lot about in the news about the mental health crisis, and that's very much, that's as important as a lot of acute physical ailments. So what are you offering in terms of that?
And so we have it in-house. So at Scenic City Wellness, we're integrated, which means you have a primary care provider there as well as a mental health provider. So sometimes your chronic conditions are related to situations that cause mental health illnesses. And so we have a mental health provider that's there, and she is ready to see you on site if you need it. Access that same day, as well as make an appointment to see her, and so she can follow up with therapy and counseling, things of that nature.
That's great, because mental health issues can lead to physical ailments.
Absolutely.
So you talked about wanting to focus on prevention.
Absolutely.
And that's a big part of it. So you're also offering transportation. Could you talk to me about that?
Yes, one of the things we recognize a barrier to health care is access in the form of transportation. So we would like to bring you to us, and that access is via transportation, and it's free. So not only access to your appointments, but if you need a mammogram, we schedule a mammogram for you and you don't have a way to get to your mammogram. So we provide transportation to and from those appointments as well.
And what do you hope your clients, patients take away from this? And I'd love to hear what inspired this and you to start this.
So I've been in healthcare probably since I was 18, which was a long way back. And so I started, as a CNA, and just kind of worked my way up. And so I have seen some disparities in healthcare all my life, and I wanted to provide a platform where we can conquer those disparities and have access to healthcare for all people, just not some people. And also to give them some education, because people are not healthcare literate, so they don't know how to navigate through the system sometimes, and we wanted to be able to provide that education for them as well. And so that was my goal, is to give back to my community, which is very important to me. And so it's not always about you. Sometimes it's about other people.
I love that, Michelle. You're a very smart woman, a nurse practitioner yourself, and that you're giving back in this way. Is there a way the community can support you?
They can. They can call the office at 423-643-8000. Or they can visit our website at www.sceniccitywellness.com and leave us an email, and that way we can let them know what the needs are.
I love that. So is it a nonprofit?
So Scenic City Wellness is not a nonprofit, but there's an arm to it.
I see. Perfect.
That will be nonprofit, and it's called Sanctum for Health.
Sanctum for Health. Well, that's very cool. I've really enjoyed getting to know you. So sceniccitywellness.com is where people can get future patients can get more information.
Yes, ma'am. And there is a link on that website as well that they can submit a form to sign up for the program.
Is this the first time the City of Chattanooga has partnered with you, and what does this mean?
So I have partnered with the City Office of Community Health before doing COVID testing.
Right.
I do physicals for them, for sports physicals, for going back to school. So I partner with them on a number of things, but to this entity, this is the first time that they've partnered with me to make sure that we're dedicated and the commitment is there to continue to serve the underserved population.
So you're a businesswoman, you're running this organization, and you're a healthcare provider.
Yes, ma'am.
Just amazing, Michelle, with a lot of fun future plans we'll have to tease later on.
Yes.
Another interview.
Yes.
Well, thank you for coming on. Michelle Morris with Scenic City Wellness, all the wonderful work she's doing, partnering with the City of Chattanooga to bring healthcare to local underserved patients. Thank you again for coming on, Michelle. ScenicCityWellness.com, is that right?
That's correct.
Perfect. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.